It's 3 a.m. There is no new day anymore. It's just a continuation of... It's just a one long journey that never stops. We're up because Blani thinks there's a serious chance we can see northern lights. So we're going out in the middle of the night in hopes to see aurora borealis. Why not? We're here, we have a shot at it, we're gonna take it. Even though I can't really see much yet.
See that go? Just
We missed the northern lights. Don't leave me, Blani. I think we just left too late. You have to be out there when it's darker, and when we left it was already starting to get light. Also, there was a lot of clouds in the sky, and to see northern lights you kinda have to have pretty cloudless sky. For now, back to the hotel and to get some more sleep, because I'm very sleep deprived. Are you sleep deprived?
no.
That's weird.
I know, it is weird.
Okej, wyspaliśmy się troszkę, kilka godzin i teraz ruszamy na ponowne zwiedzanie Islandii. And so we failed at seeing northern lights. We failed completely. But it doesn't all depend on us. Blani will explain it better.
What? There were just... The chances of seeing them were very slim. It said 2 out of 10 or something like that. Like 19%. Because of the I don't know exactly what it's called.
Cloud cover.
Well, it wasn't cloud cover. It was the charge or the actual solar thing that goes on to create them. The chances just weren't very good. So instead of getting up and wasting that time in the middle of the night, we just didn't. We slept. So we'll just have to come back another time to try to see them, right?
But that doesn't mean we still can't use the last few hours in Iceland. It's kind of intense between trying to get the latest episode of the vlog up so it's posted on time, and using these last few hours to actually see something here, because it feels like it's such a waste to just go to the airport and sit there for hours when you have all this amazing landscape available and views that are to die for. And you know, we don't know when we can come back here. I feel like we will want to come back here as soon as possible, but we just can't tell right now when that's gonna be. So we're doing the best we can to use the time and still see something before today's flight. The flight isn't until 9 p.m. but of course you have to be at the airport 2 or 3 hours earlier, return the car, and you know, make sure you're all good. They gave us hell in Poland book while going through security. They literally took out every single lens out of the bag, and they even like took out your flash mounts, which you know they claimed were electronics, but there are no electronic parts in them.
The flash mount, yeah, it's like it's just a piece of hardware.
Yeah, it was really bizarre. The way
literally a clamp with screws. That's what it is.
Yes, and at the same time they missed the drone controller and stuff like that. So, you know, not doing an official review of the Polish
Poznan
agents at the airport, but man, that was far from what we are used to in other countries. And it's not like this was our first flight. We kind of fly a lot, so it was a little bizarre. The end of this. The only problem with this country is that it makes you want to stop pretty much almost everywhere when you simply drive around. So it's very hard to get to your final destination when you're going somewhere, because everything around you is so tempting. For a photographer, it's paradise here.
You could just go in a store and buy some like crappy little mass-produced paperweight. Or in Iceland, you can just reach out the door and just grab this rock that is like millions of years old, or thousands, I don't know, and bring this home. And this is so much cooler than some crappy thing made in a factory that everybody has. Like this is so cool, isn't it, David?
What is it? A real lava rock?
A real lava rock. It's so crazy. Like, literally, I could just reach out here and grab another one and not pay $1 for it. Okay, I think I have enough rocks. I don't know if my luggage can carry this weight. I was already over the weight limit, don't you think? With all that suplica. Look, though. Look over there. It's so crazy that all of this stuff just flowed out of that volcano millions of years ago, and so long ago that now all this green stuff is just growing over it and taking it all over again. Isn't it? Wouldn't it be cool to see what this really looked like when it was lava? Look at those peaks of it. How old do you think this is?
Older than you and me.
Maybe me.
Okay, that was pretty cool. We have 3 more hours before we have to return this car and do all the boring stuff at the airport before the flight. Blani just told me that Buzz actually trained here before he went to the moon.
But we're gonna have to look that up before you include this in the video.
Oh, really?
Because I think it was him. But there was somebody, whoever, it was him, and who else went on the moon?
Armstrong?
Yeah. Neil Armstrong or Buzz Aldrin.
I think Tom Hanks also went to the moon.
It was definitely not Tom Hanks.
Yeah, it was. He was in that. I saw the movie.
Well, I think it was Buzz Aldrin who trained here before he went to the moon, but it could have been the other one.
Tell me the Polish word that you now keep hearing everywhere.
Masakra. Masakra. That one.